A lot of students think that present perfect is only used for things that happened recently, but this is not correct. Because if someone asks me, "Hey Liam, do you want to watch this movie?" I can say, "No, I have seen it already." So I can use present perfect even if I watched this movie a long time ago. So there is one simple rule that you need to remember to understand the difference between present perfect and past simple. And the big difference is that present perfect focuses on the result and past simple focuses more on the action. This might be difficult to understand like that, so I'm going to give you a few examples in this video and you will understand completely by the end. So make sure to watch the whole thing. So in the previous example, when I say I have watched this movie, the focus of my sentence is on the result. The result is I don't need to watch this movie again because I have the experience of watching it already. Whereas if someone just asked me what I did last night, I will say, I watched a movie. I saw a movie. Because in this example, I'm focusing more on the action that happened in the past. To make this a bit easier to understand, I'm going to give you an example that can happen at the same time, but just the focus of my sentence is different. So if I'm talking to you online and I drop my pen and you hear the sound of my pen landing on the ground, then you should ask me, what was that noise? And I will say, I dropped my pen. Because again, I'm talking about the action or the sound that happened in the past. It was only 3 seconds ago, but it was still in the past. So I say, I dropped my pen. But if, while I'm talking to you online via a camera, if I am going to disappear off the camera to pick up my pen, I will say, oops, I have dropped my pen. So now I'm talking about the result of this action. The result is my pen is on the floor and I need to pick it up. That's why I'm going to disappear. So again, when I say I dropped my pen, the focus is on that sound, that action in the past. When I say I have dropped my pen, I'm explaining why I'm bending down to pick up my pen. So here is a question for you to check your understanding. If I cook dinner and the dinner is ready on the table for you to eat, and if the focus of my sentence is on the food being ready, should I say, I cooked dinner? Or should I say, I have cooked dinner? If you need to pause and think about it, you can. The answer is, I have cooked dinner. So it is still correct and natural to say, I cooked dinner. That's okay. But when I say I have cooked dinner, the meaning is, look, the food is ready on the table. So again, I'm putting more emphasis on the result. And some of you might be thinking, whoa. In the textbook, they said I should use present perfect for experiences. That is also true. But again, think about this rule that I told you. When we talk about experiences, we're focusing more on the result of that. So for example, if I say, I have been to Paris, that means now I have an image of Paris in my head. I have information about Paris. If anybody wants to ask me some questions about Paris, I'm ready because I have that experience. Whereas if I say, I haven't been to Paris, that means now I don't know anything about Paris, so we can't have a conversation about Paris. So one final question to test your understanding. If somebody asks you, would you like to eat with me? Should you respond with, no thank you, I have eaten, or no thank you, I ate? So pause to think about it for a moment if you need to. The answer is, I have eaten. Because again, the focus is on the result. You're saying, my stomach is full of food. I am full. I don't need to eat again. Thank you very much. But if somebody simply asked you, what did you eat for lunch? Then we would answer with past simple. I ate pizza. Because again, there is no connection to the situation now. I'm just talking about something that happened in the past. So understanding the difference between present perfect and past simple can be very difficult, but try to remember this one rule that I've been repeating many times today, and that is present perfect focuses on the result. It focuses on now. That's why we call it the present perfect. And the past simple is used to talk about something that just happened in the past, and we're not talking about any relation to now. So hopefully this is a little clearer for you now. As I always say with grammar, the best thing is to have some idea of the rule in your mind and then try to get as much natural English input as possible so you can pick up on many different situations, many different examples, and while you're listening or while you're reading, you can see, yes, this matches the rule that Liam told me. Now I think I understand a bit better. So to get lots of input, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also follow my podcast. Just search for Easy Natural English with Liam on any podcast app that you use. If you want to practice using these, please write something in the comment. So explain the situation, give me an example sentence, and I'll tell you in the comments if you were correct or not. Thank you all very much for watching today, and I'll see you back here next time.